Greetings everyone, Agion here, another World War 3 replay. Spawn on the bottom right side as the Green Soviet, we have Unknown. Spawn on the right side as the Yellow Soviet, we have Dimon. Spawn on the north side as the Cyan Empire, we have Bashley. Spawn on the left side as the Blue Allies player, we have Dutch Army. Spawn on the left side as the Red Allies, we have H2O and F. Spawn on the bottom left side as the Orange Empire, we have ReadyPlayer1. Ooh, that's a lot of players. It's a 3v3. Multiple 4 instant dojos coming on forward. A couple dogs are coming on in. Bear does not spot an engineer just yet. The bear could camp this instant dojo. This instant dojo may try to crush the bear over here. The dog almost get crushed by... Oh wait, no, that's his teammate's instant dojo, never mind. Ooh, but the flak trooper... Oh! Combat engineer does get the kill on top of the instant dojo, and now he's running for his life, but he does get the kill on the combat engineer. I forgot that the revolver of the combat engineer is enough to kill a dog. There is a multi-gunner turret here spawned by Red. This is going to be oh so annoying. And the dog does get a roar off, and the bears killed off the dog, and then didn't save the multi-gun, the flak troopers. Excuse me. Looks like this oil derrick will be claimed by Orange. Speaking about instant dojos, there is an instant dojo inside a green space. Magmines coming on forward. Blue has deployed out a multi-gun turret. The Soviet player here is just not having a good time, getting triple teamed. He's going to need support from his teammates. His other teammates, a Soviet player and an Empire, they can't spawn out flak guns or multi-gun turrets for him. And there's a great roar there, and here comes a bonsai charge. Green may be knocked out almost immediately. His teammates need to get out some twin blades or hammerheads over there now. Snom tanks are way too far away, and it's pretty far away from Striker VXs. Looks like one of the players is spawning a Tesla coil. It is from Yellow, which will be enough to siege to destroy this area. And Orange is sitting pretty with 2 oil derricks. If the amount of aggression applied to his opponent, he could take time to expand out again. He is going to expand out again, but not to the right, but over to the water. Yellow's bears are sitting on this oil derrick. He's going to need to clean that up. Low power state, perfect time. Magmines will come forward. He actually destroyed some of that nearby structure as well. Super reactor going on down. Green has stabilized, and Yellow has grabbed multiple oil derricks. Yellow has 5 ore, not oil, but ore refineries, 6 ore refineries. Yellow allowed his teammate to take a lot of pain, so he gets in a great position. It hurts, but it will likely pan out. Flak tower getting hit. Green just needs to stabilize. Perhaps go for aquatic expansion here, or for this one here, and supports Yellow's push. Perhaps to get ready to get a crusher crane out so it can deploy out more static defenses for this front line. Yellow needs power. Another reactor going on down. He does have a super reactor, so he has enough to completely use a super reactor. He does have a crusher crane right here. Multiple harassments on these ore collectors. Tesla coil is coming on out. It's going to just sort of can out heal the damage, so just give him enough time. The Tesla coil will protect him. Sentry gun here. Kicking back, relaxing when there's a Imperial warrior shooting that ore refinery. Oh, an engineer tried to go for... he does not get the crush. He's going for the and sells off the last moment. And the conscript does get some burst off. It's going to throw this, no, it's not going to throw the engineer inside the multi-gunner turret. And a great roar right there to get knocking down all those flak troopers. You may just want to sell off that war factory. The dog's going to get ripped by, or at least a dog got ripped by a terror drone, and decides not to capture up that war factory. We're going to take time to siege these multi-gun turrets from long range. Up north, we got some crowdcopter harassment. Orange has a good number of Mecha Tengus and Jet Tengus in the area. Or this instant generator did get frozen, but it will recover. Oh, nope. There's a Mecha Tengu right there. He does freeze that, oh, but he didn't get the bomb off. That's a big oversight. But the carcasses, he has to be careful the carcasses not to land on that top of that ore refinery. And he does recover, or does thaw out. Green and yellow's advancing. 2 Vindicators do go down. Too many bullfrogs in the region. We do have a javelin soldier here. He may need to get out some, what's it called? Sickles. In order to engage these javelin troops. Super reactor sending huge amounts of damage. Reverse moves the wrong direction. Bullfrogs seeing a bit of abuse. I bet an elite bullfrog try to come in. Now, fully roar does manage to save the super reactor for the moment. And this Striker VX does go down, trying to use the honorable discharge. Honorable discharge will do a bit of damage. He is out healing the damage, but he will save the super reactor. Very nice. Ooh, Desolator airstrike has been brought on in. A good number of hammer tanks as well. Going for a lot of shrinks, trying to bring them in towards the multi-gun turrets, but was unsuccessful. And here comes a crowd shot. Down south, tsunami tanks are rushing on in. The super reactor must have been repaired by an engineer. And here comes some mag mines. The flak trooper does get crushed there. We've got terror drones, some hammerheads as well. One of the hammer tanks do go down. Flak gun is saying a little bit of damage there. And the ore collector will go down. This hammer tank needs to get on out of there. Does go down. Tsunami tank does as well go down. One effect there as well. And some satellites being brought on in from, it is Green's own satellites. Up north, Blue is engaging. All of Scion's Air Force is getting ripped apart. Over here, we got a good number of allied infantry and the V4 rockets. 2 V4, 3 V4s are out in the field, and a good number of Tesla troopers as well. And Athena cannons coming in to respond. More of the static defense going on down. He does spot the Athena cannon. Are these wide dispersal ones? Yes, wide dispersal. Getting some decent damage on the infantry. Wide dispersals, getting some great splash damage on the infantry. And Athena's going to be engaging this flat tower here. And now half the infantry is now gone, more than half. 5 V4 rocket launchers are out in the field. Massive wide dispersal coming on in. There are 3 Athena cannons here, and this one is down. This one's also severely wounded. The widest force of rockets are trying to get everything in the area. Naval Dockyard will not go down, and a Dreadnought is out in the field. And this Athena cannon is still alive, and the MCV does go down. A number of these V4s have gone down as well. He could activate the sacrificial launchers and start pumping out a lot of rockets to engage these buildings. 2 Dreadnoughts are now out on the field. But you got Blue's Air Force still being very problematic. Yellow has also deployed out on Natasha. Good damage coming out on the Athena cannon. It is a elite Athena cannon as well. Looks like a couple yard mini subs and some Striker VXs does clean up one of the Dreadnoughts. There's another Dreadnought still alive. A huge swell of mecha jet things flying around, but those are oranges. And the last other Dreadnought has gone down. Green does have a handful of bullfrogs here, as well as hammer tanks. Yellow's pushing us forward. These V5s are in a very bad position. Hammer tanks are going to rush on in. Doesn't get called an airstrike in time for Natasha. He does have a decrew the elite striker. And Orange's Athena is pushing his way forward. And once you kill off the structure, it'll be a fully heroic Athena. Though there's opportunity, that super low health one. And yes, that is now Athena-equipped Hammerhead. He has to keep that one alive because if it gets up to heroic, it can start annihilating some of this stuff. And there is a Mecha Bay coming down for Scion. Looks like Scion's base is quite sparse. Blue somehow managed to get some Guardian tanks over here. And now there's a elite Athena cannon hammer tank. Another building goes down. These V5s somehow not getting taken out while unescorted. Here comes the Striker VXS. A good number of Bullfrogs here, but not enough. Bullfrog goes down. V5s are going down as well, but he's paying it with a number of hammerheads. Not hammerheads, Striker Chopper VXS. 2 Athena are here. A couple Cryocopters as well. Blue's base is now under siege. Down south, we do have some tsunami tanks going to be hitting the yellow or green's infrastructure. Green doesn't have a whole lot of infrastructure left. So does his MCV, but just so is a bare bone basic base. Yellow is deployed out a pair of Apocalypse tanks. One of them has gone down. Orange Air Force is going on forward. He is seeing massive losses, but he will break on through. Heroic Athena cannons out in the field, as well as a Mirage cannon right there. But these hammer tanks will go down. The V5s will go down. Orange's Air Force has gone down as well. Big losses on both sides. That's not my drink, that's my microphone. We do have the flak cannon getting ripped apart. Certifies is going for the flak cannon first. Maybe he wants to make it cleared out so he gets a more air harassment opportunity. 1 Terra drone in fact. Another Terra drone in fact. This Oracle collector can go back to the refinery. It does get the effect on the other one. Does splash his own Terra drone along and get be killed off of it. And the Terra drone does survive that engagement. 2 heroic Athena cannons making their way forward. Sentry gun does go down. tsunami tanks are going ahead and escape as well. Green has deployed out a airfield over here. One Apollo does go down. The cannons moving their way forward. This heroic one does not get cleaned up. Does get some good hits there on the Apollos. He needs to actually hit perhaps the higher health one. Or the lower health one. Wow, that went up pretty quickly, but immediately gets killed off right there. And goes down largely to a sentry gun. A pair of Yari mini-subs are coming on forward. He needs to pull out his own Yari mini-sub and suicide in to destroy both of them. But the tsunami tank should be able to clean this up. Now there's a fully heroic tsunami tank. Yellow is starting to clean up the space. Orange, actually red, actually completely backed out of the game. A large number of C-Wings and Yari mini-subs here. Ooh, nice little pick there. Yari mini-subs, however, do get some good damage in. And this single javelin troop does get the kill on the refinery. Oof, big loss. Single javelin troop does so much damage, and there goes the... Oh, Yamatos. Two fully heroic Yamatos are pushing their way forward. Or Shogun battleship, not Yamatos. I was thinking Yamato as in like the super heavy battleship World War II. Green does not have a whole lot of infrastructure. Has an oil derrick, and that's about it. No, he has a MCV here, using this remaining income to build a refinery. So Green does have some income, but it is in a precarious spot. Orange doesn't have a whole lot of infrastructure. The infrastructure is going down. Multiple twin blades severely wounded. Jet Tinko's coming up north now. Oh. Wait, there it is. There's a claim some vehicles. And this hammerhead tank. The hammer tank does have two guns. It has a tsunami tank gun, so it's fully heroic, getting some good damage in, but it's still outclassed by Mirage tanks. It does actually kill a Mirage tank right there. And this one here could potentially claim himself an Athena cannon or a Prism cannon. The escort, however, being a bit too problematic in order to get a free Athena Prism cannon. Oh, that's a... Did he actually get a... Nope, I thought he went and siphoned for a brief moment, but it doesn't look like he actually got the gun. If he would have got the gun, that would have been great, because he also went fully heroic immediately. Here comes your Shogun battleships. These damaged twin blades are uncontested, but there's C-Wings here. Big oversight. Very, very big oversight. Losing one of these heroic Shogun battleships is massive. When he has anti-air right there. It does take out one of the C-Wings, but these guys don't have a whole lot of health. It could have been quickly destroyed by the C-Wings. And both the Shogun battleships are now gone. All the C-Wings are gone. Is that an destroyed MCV? I'm not so sure what's there. Green's expansions are getting cleaned up. What does Green have? a barracks. Does green have an MCV? Does not appear to be. With only one barracks remaining, he needs MCV to bring in all of his call-in abilities. So maybe best, if he has enough money, just simply back out of the game to give his infrastructure and income to his teammate. Great bombing run there. Ooh, these guys are getting streamed on in, and he may give away a free prism cannon. Yep, there's at least one prism cannon there. 2 prism cannons. Alright, no, there's just one. So a prism cannon like that, very, very valuable. Green is deploying what flak troopers he can. Does have ore collector and some other random stuff here and there. Allowing the micro the flak troopers will be nice. Orange space is nothing too significant, not a whole lot of income as well, so Orange is primed to be knocked out. Green is getting a whole bunch of flak troopers out, but they can be ripped apart by these prism tanks. But prism tanks are also vulnerable to the flak troopers. Large wave of hammerhead tanks. There are a number of upgrades on these hammerheads. Does get a free pick there. Multiple of these Tsunami tanks are going down. He dropped down those Jet Tengus a little bit too soon, I would say. Because now he doesn't have a quick spawn. Oh, I suppose he can bring in the air. Should be able to transform again now. And that's going to be another prism cannon. But no, the guy who went heroic because of getting the kill already had another gun. So no free prism cannon. Some tank busters being brought on in by Blue, or Cyan. And those prism guns are ripping apart the infantry and these units. He has, the prism cannon, the hammerheads never really fired off, did it? There were some great AoE effects right there. Losing all those hammerheads. Prism guns, they're effective. And there are 2 elite, 1 heroic Mirage tanks right there. Oof. That can be quite deadly. Versus all these infantry units. I hear a hit. That is a green terror drone. He will be able to take some good time to micro that. Is that a magnetic singularity? And here comes a Cryogeddon. Cryogeddon, nasty. And he's completely out of flak troopers now. That terror drone may be still alive. No, that's a conscript. Yeah, Green's basically gone. He's now just basically a spectator at this point. That magnetic singularity was supposed to be pretty good, but that Cryogeddon was just even better. Good picks there. Are these depleted? Yes, they're both depleted. Orange doesn't have a whole lot of income. His best spot for the base is making a good flanking opportunity for Blue. That's about it. These Tesla troopers could be quite good. Use Air Force flying around, no flak guns. Handful of peacekeepers there, but they're being ignored because they have a good idea to ignore them at this point. That tower may actually cause a bit more harm than good. These guys go into the back corner of the map. Self-us all that infrastructure, just get these to these units. That's a heroic Mirage tank, and now, yep, there's a fully heroic Mirage Prism Cannon hammer tank now available. That magnetic singularity cannot hit aircraft, but he's going straight into it. Never mind. Orange is coming on in, will claim himself an ore collector. Does get snared by a tank buster, by a terror drone surprise. Expanding out to this ore refinery, it does have 10,000 ore. Twin Blades is coming on in order to protect this MCV. And a single jet tank is coming on in. These chopper vehicles considered the striker VXs. And he's actually focused the chopper VXs over the twin blades because that's something they can turn and transform and kill him. And Yellow's MCV will go down to this lone hammer tank or tsunami tank. Does get a cash bounty there, as well as on this ore refinery. Blue is coming in, and looks like orange base will be cleaned up, down to just one ore collector. Does get one kill there. No, he didn't jump into the holes. And his MCV will likely go down. The force to switch targets to that ore collector. It does claim the kill. 2 kills. And there goes the MCV. Orange has nothing remaining other than a heroic tsunami tank and a structure. Oh, it does have a heroic Mecha Tengu. Blue Scion here. Not a whole lot of income. Though he does have this ore refinery here, which is also depleted. So he has a 2 depleted refinery income. Not a whole lot. Ooh, nice try at the surgical strike, but a little bit too late. Multiple Mirage tanks pushing their way forward, getting multiple deaths. But these hammerheads are going to push their way forward, going to try to crush these javelins, but the jet tankers do go in and claim the kills. It has set up a refining operation here. It's almost depleted. Maybe it's just he must have enough. He must know he has enough money to bring out a ore collector, but no, he doesn't actually. He needs to start selling off all the wall segments, turn off repair in order so he just gets something. I just realized something. He does not have any other structures. Might as well just back out of the game just so his opponent can gain access to that almost built ore collector. He can micro the single heroic tsunami tank and heroic jet tengu. Soldiers are going to come down between yellow and blue. Scion can pitch in some work and mostly can bring in his own abilities, but that's about it. At this point, it's like, do you want to expand, or do you want to... there's actually enough here to warrant an expansion. It will pay for itself. But yeah, does Scion expand, or does he just build an army with what little income he has? Oh, these tank busters give him enough time. He can deploy a whole bunch of tank busters with a sleeper ambush. Showing that ore collector who's boss. And there goes that prospector. There's still some Mirage tanks out in the field. Oh! That was a surgical strike there. Trying to finish off this ore refinery. What's up with all the explosions? What is this, Michael Bay? Directed by Michael Bay? He still does have this one refining location, so losing this one will hurt, but won't be the end of the world. Is finding good angles there, and here comes the Yari mini subs, and we should get that thing back to income now because it's going to take all of his income just to repair it. He actually does have a strike chopper VX right here, which is important. He could have brought that. It probably would have died. Well, it just had to transform and then kill it. So what's yellow planning? Green is still in the game, just observing. No refinery here. This one's depleted. This one does have a bit of income. Blue does have a chronosphere, which is massive. Because in these low remaining income gains, there's a death of the heroic tsunami tank, so that leaves orange, what, 1 unit? This unit. So yeah, the chronosphere makes it so that in these low income situations, it can annihilate any army it chooses. Infantry's null and void, and ground and sea are also null and void as well. So yellow only can go twin blades and Kirovs. And orange is gone. Not sure where the Jet Tengu went. It may have died. And I believe there was some satellite parts there. Oh, that is actually the Jet Tengu. He does sell off that refinery, so he's just down to one depleted refinery right here. And it looks like he's not building another refinery, so his answer is combat or just repairs. Oh no, he has built another refinery. This one does have a bit of income remaining ore. That is a lot of walls. Trying to stall out. He even traps his own ore collector right there. If he has a crusher crank, might as well use it. Might as well put these guys in aggressive so we can just start picking away against these walls. There goes the bear. More walls coming on down. He's trying to stall. Let's see, there's a couple of these guys upgraded with extra cannons. That's about it. And it is going to be siphoned there. And there goes most of his hammer tanks. Chronosphere. That may have just ended the game. Alright. Final squadron coming somewhere over here. Sleeper ambush is now available. But against the Mirage tanks, it won't be able to withstand for too much longer. You could try killing that one low health Mirage tank, but the other two are fully heroic. What he needs right now is a Deslayer airstrike in order to kill off this infantry. I think that was a terror drone. And there goes all the infantry, and that this refining location does get a bit of money back to sell off. Could start selling a whole of those walls for money. Or uses magnetic satellite. Oh, but he does not get the Mirage tanks, but he will get this stuff. He's not paying attention. So he will kill off those forces, but he will not get these two heroic Mirage tanks. Got a handful of hammerheads. Oh, and immediately warps those out of reality. And it's definitely the level 1. Simple Strike does come forward, but looks like it only missed. He does get one infect there on one of the Mirage tanks. And we'll keep that one in place. If he's able to get the Leech Beam on the other ones, he could be able to get himself some free prism cannons. Does force destroy that one. And here comes the final squadron. Oh, that one had a bit of money there, so they are getting some income in. He actually sold off this one? I probably still would have kept that one around. But maybe he really was desperate trying to get out another refinery for money. This one has 500. Might as well be depleted. He gets a small rebate, not a full rebate. A rebate, not investment. I don't know if I could make my jokes sooner rather than quicker than I do. Big satellites coming on in. And the already mini-sub there was actually above water. Pair of ore collectors here. Those must have been just extra ones. If his teammates still had a crusher crane, they would be able to scrap those for some cash. Mirage tanks making their advance forward. Looks like something got warped out of reality right there. Got the Emperor's Revenge there. We do got a single prism cannon there. We need to start hitting these buildings with it. Because in this state, he should be able to rip apart the buildings no problem. There's actually two Athena prism cannons. that is enough to push through this entire base. And they do have bullfrog support as well. And sleeper ambushes coming on in. Balloon bombs coming on in. Chronosphere is offline, no power. He does shrink his MCV. And there's a Yariman sub here. If you know, he knows they went out to sea. He has all out there. I have a good idea where it is. And yeah, that Yariman mini sub forced the surrender. Whew, that was a long game. This is Agion saying thank you for watching and signing off.